Heart disease used to be something we only worried about for our grandparents. It was seen as a problem of old age, a slow process that took decades of unhealthy habits and natural aging to develop. But today, that couldn't be further from the truth. Across the globe, heart disease is rising at an alarming rate among young people. And this shift is deeply concerning for doctors, families, and young adults themselves. Many people in their 20s, 30s, and even late teens are now being diagnosed with high blood pressure, clogged arteries, and irregular heart rhythms. In some extreme cases, they're even having heart attacks, which were once almost unheard of at such a young age. This change didn't just happen overnight. It's not caused by one single thing. Instead, it's the result of a complex mix of modern lifestyle changes, silent biological processes, emotional stress, and a serious lack of awareness. Together, these factors create the perfect storm for heart disease to develop early in life. One of the biggest drivers behind this trend is the dramatic change in how young people live, eat, move, and handle stress compared to older generations. Technology has made our lives easier in many ways, but it has also made us far more sedentary. Think about it. Many young people spend most of their day sitting at a desk, in front of a screen, commuting in a car, or relaxing by scrolling on their phones and watching TV. This lack of physical activity is a huge problem. At the same time, our diets have changed. Fast food, processed snacks, and sugary drinks are more available and affordable than ever before. These foods are often high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and sugar, which directly contribute to high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and obesity, all major risk factors for heart disease. It's a combination of moving less and eating worse that sets the stage for trouble. But it's not just about diet and exercise. The emotional and mental stress that young people face today is immense. The pressure to succeed in school and careers, financial worries, and the constant connectivity of social media create a state of chronic stress. This stress isn't just in your head. It has real physical effects on your body. It can raise your blood pressure, increase inflammation, and even change the way your heart functions over time. When you combine this constant stress with a sedentary lifestyle and a poor diet, you get a powerful and dangerous recipe for early onset heart disease. The good news is that we can change this story. Understanding these risks is the first step. Small, consistent changes can make a huge difference. Prioritizing movement, making healthier food choices, and finding effective ways to manage stress are all within our control. Have you ever wondered why heart disease, something we used to associate with our grandparents, is now affecting more and more young people? It's a shocking trend, and the reasons might be hiding in your everyday habits. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about how we move, or rather, how we don't. Think about your day. How much of it is spent sitting? At a desk? In a car? On the couch? Our lives have become incredibly convenient, but that convenience has a cost. Even if you hit the gym for an hour, what about the other 23 hours? Research is clear. Long periods of sitting can harm your heart, regardless of occasional exercise. This inactivity slows down your metabolism, increases inflammation, and messes with your body's ability to handle sugar, all putting silent strain on your heart. Next up, our diet. We're surrounded by ultra-processed foods. They're cheap, they're everywhere, and they're designed to be irresistible. Fast food, packaged snacks, sugary drinks, they become staples for many of us dealing with busy schedules and stress. These foods give you a quick energy boost, but they also spike your blood sugar, raise bad cholesterol, and create chronic inflammation inside your blood vessels. This damage allows plaque to build up in your arteries, a condition called atherosclerosis. The scariest part? It can happen silently for years, even if you look perfectly healthy on the outside. Finally, there's the invisible factor, chronic stress. Young people today are juggling immense pressure, from school and work to social media and the constant need to be connected. Our bodies are in a perpetual state of high alert. This constant stress keeps hormones like cortisol and adrenaline pumping, which elevates your heart rate and blood pressure. Over time, this sustained pressure wears down your cardiovascular system, making you more vulnerable to heart problems. It's a serious issue, but the good news is that awareness is the first step. By understanding these modern-day risks, we can start making small, conscious changes to protect our hearts for the long run.
You might think heart disease is something only older folks need to worry about, but that's a dangerous myth. The reality is, our modern lifestyles are putting young adults at risk more than ever before. Let's break down why. First up, stress. We're all feeling it, right? Deadlines, social pressures, just trying to figure life out. When you're constantly stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This isn't just a feeling. It physically elevates your blood pressure, promotes inflammation, disrupts your sleep, and can push you toward unhealthy habits like overeating or smoking. Over time, this constant tension wears down your cardiovascular system. Your heart has to work way harder than it should, even when you're just chilling on the couch. Think of it like running a marathon every single day without a break. Eventually, your body can't keep up. Next, let's talk about sleep, or more accurately, the lack of it. How many of you are consistently getting less than 6 or 7 hours of sleep? I see you, late-night scrollers and binge watchers. When you don't get enough quality sleep, it throws your body completely out of whack. It messes with the hormones that regulate your appetite, blood pressure, and how your body processes sugar. This disruption increases inflammation and significantly raises your risk for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure, all major players in the development of heart disease. Studies have shown that regularly sleeping less than 6 hours a night dramatically increases your risk of heart problems. Even if you're young and otherwise healthy, your body needs that downtime to repair and reset. And finally, we have to address smoking and vaping. While we've seen a decline in traditional cigarette use, the rise of vaping among young people is a huge concern. Many people think vaping is a harmless alternative, but that's just not true. The nicotine in vapes is a powerful stimulant. It instantly raises your heart rate and blood pressure, and it can damage the lining of your arteries over time. This makes it easier for plaque to build up, narrowing the pathways for your blood and forcing your heart to pump with much more force. Whether it's from a cigarette or a vape, nicotine is putting a direct and damaging strain on your heart. So, what's the takeaway? It's that the choices we make every day, how we manage stress, how much we sleep, and what we put into our bodies are shaping our long-term health right now. It's not about being perfect, but about being mindful. Did you know that heart disease is no longer just an old person's problem? More and more young people are facing serious heart issues, and it's time we talked about why. Let's start with habits like smoking and vaping. We all know smoking is bad, but vaping isn't a safe alternative. It will damage your blood vessels and crank up inflammation. The chemicals in vape liquids can be particularly harmful to your cardiovascular system. Over time, this accelerates plaque buildup in your arteries, reduces the oxygen your heart gets, and seriously increases the risk of blood clots. This is why we're seeing heart attacks and strokes in people who are shockingly young. Then there's alcohol. Binge drinking has become a common trend among young adults, but even social drinking can be risky. Excessive alcohol can weaken your heart muscle, trigger irregular heart rhythms, and spike your blood pressure and triglycerides. It's easy to underestimate how much you're actually drinking, especially when you're stressed or out with friends. This isn't about scaring you. It's about being aware, so you can make informed choices for your heart's health. Now, let's talk genetics. While your family history does play a part, it's not the whole story. The real danger comes from the combination of genetic vulnerability and our modern lifestyle. You might be predisposed to high cholesterol or high blood pressure, but when you add a poor diet, a lack of exercise, constant stress, not enough sleep into the mix, your risk skyrockets. A lot of young people don't even know their family's medical history, or they think, I feel fine, so I must be fine. This mindset is dangerous because it delays crucial screenings and early intervention that could save your life. Finally, we need to address metabolic disorders like obesity and type 2 diabetes, which are showing up at younger and younger ages. Excess body fat, especially around your midsection, isn't just about appearance. It releases inflammatory chemicals that damage your blood vessels and put a huge strain on your heart. This often leads to insulin resistance, causing high blood sugar that damages your arteries and nerves over time. The rise in childhood obesity means many are carrying these risks into adulthood. It's a complex issue, Understanding these factors is the first step toward protecting your heart for the long haul. Did you know heart disease is no longer just an older person's problem? It's silently creeping up on young people, and we need to talk about it. Think about it. Energy drinks, sugary snacks, and fast food are everywhere, heavily marketed to us without proper warnings about the long-term risks. On top of that, our culture of overwork and constant pressure doesn't help. Long hours, stress, and the feeling that we always need to be productive are cutting into our time for exercise, sleep, and healthy eating. We've started to normalize burnout and exhaustion, completely overlooking the serious damage it does to our hearts. It's a scary thought, right? Heart disease striking in our prime, affecting our careers, our families, and our mental health. Imagine being a survivor, facing a lifetime of medication, limited physical ability, and constant anxiety about your health. It's a heavy burden that can completely change your quality of life. But here's the crucial part. It doesn't have to be this way. The good news is that much of this trend is preventable and even reversible if we act early. Our hearts are incredibly resilient, and making positive changes can significantly lower our risk, even if we're already seeing some early warning signs. So, what can we do? It starts with awareness. We need to understand that being young doesn't make us invincible to heart issues. The first step is to simply move more throughout the day. It doesn't have to be an intense gym session. Even a brisk walk counts. Next, let's look at our diet. Swapping processed foods for whole foods can make a huge difference. Managing stress is also key. Find what works for you, whether it's meditation, a hobby, or just spending time in nature. Prioritizing sleep, quitting smoking, and limiting alcohol are also powerful moves for your heart. Finally, don't skip your regular checkups. Talking to a doctor can help you understand your personal risk and create a plan to stay healthy. Let's start this conversation and take control of our health together. It's time to show our hearts some love. Did you know your mental and physical health are often treated separately? This can be a huge problem, creating missed chances to prevent serious issues. Take heart health, for example. There's a big misunderstanding, especially among young people, about what it means to be fit and healthy. Many think that being thin or athletic automatically equals a healthy heart. But that's not always true. You can have a normal weight and still secretly struggle with high cholesterol, insulin resistance, or high blood pressure. This is what experts call being metabolically unhealthy. The scary part is, people who look healthy on the outside often skip important health screenings. They might ignore subtle symptoms because they just do unfit that stereotypical image of someone at risk for heart problems. And here's the thing. Heart disease in young people doesn't always show up with dramatic chest pain. The symptoms can be much more subtle. We're talking about things like mild fatigue, shortness of breath, feeling dizzy, heart palpitations, or even sensations that feel a lot like anxiety. It's so easy to brush these off as just stress or a panic attack, but this confusion can lead to a delayed diagnosis and treatment, which seriously increases the risk of a sudden dangerous cardiac event. Another major factor we need to talk about is the rise in stimulant use. I'm talking about energy drinks, caffeine pills, and certain supplements that are so popular today. Pushing your body with too much caffeine and other stimulants can really take a toll. It can raise your heart rate and blood pressure and even trigger abnormal heart rhythms. This is especially risky for anyone who might have an undiagnosed underlying heart condition. When you mix energy drinks with stress, a lack of sleep, and intense exercise, you're creating a perfect storm that puts a dangerous amount of strain on your heart. It's so important to be aware of these risks and listen to your body. Prioritizing regular checkups, even when you feel fine, is key. And if you're ever feeling overwhelmed or anxious, remember that seeking help for your mental health is a sign of strength. Heart disease isn't just something your grandparents worry about. It's a silent threat that's increasingly affecting young people, and that includes you. It's easy to feel invincible in your 20s and 30s, but the truth is, feeling young doesn't make your heart immune to the pressures of modern life. This isn't about scaring you, it's about empowering you. The choices you make right now are laying the foundation for your long-term health. Think of it like this. Your heart is the engine of your body, and it needs proper care from day one, not just when it starts showing signs of wear and tear. So what's the first step? It starts with a huge mindset shift. We need to get rid of the idea that heart disease is an old person's problem. This message needs to be everywhere in our schools, our workplaces, and our communities. Imagine learning about heart-healthy habits in high school, just like you learn about algebra. What if your office wellness program focused on real, practical tips for heart health instead of just offering free snacks? This kind of early education is crucial because it helps build healthy habits that can last a lifetime, long before any problems start to develop. Our healthcare system also needs a serious update. Right now, it's mostly designed to treat problems after they happen. But we need a system that's proactive, focusing on prevention, especially for younger people. This means regular checkups that are tailored to you, looking at risk factors like family history, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels early on. And let's not forget mental health. The connection between stress, anxiety, and heart disease is undeniable. Integrating mental health support into heart care isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. We need to make it normal to talk about stress and get help for it, because a healthy mind contributes to a healthy heart. Let's talk about our culture. We live in a society that often glorifies being busy, working long hours, surviving on little sleep, and constantly being stressed out. We wear burnout like a badge of honor. This has to change. We need to start valuing balance, well-being, and our long-term health more than we value a packed schedule. It's about creating a culture where taking a break, getting enough sleep, and managing stress are seen as signs of strength, not weakness. Your family plays a big part in this too. When healthy habits are modeled at home, they become second nature. Have open conversations about health. Learn your family's medical history, and support each other in making healthier choices. The rise of heart disease in young people is a serious warning sign. It's telling us that the way we live, work, and eat is putting an incredible strain on our bodies. But it's also a powerful opportunity. It's a chance to completely rethink our approach to health and well-being. By taking your heart health seriously today, you're not just protecting one organ, you're investing in your entire future. You're ensuring a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life, full of energy and vitality. It's your heart, your health, and your future. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.